Hi crafters! Today we're going to make a lollipop wrapper for Valentine's Day. Not sure if you guys make your Valentine's Day gifts for your kids, but I'm in the habit of doing so instead of buying them. And this year I'm doing something a little different, covering lollipops, and I'm using non-traditional colors. So this just gives you an idea of what we're going to be doing. I'll hold this up so you can see one. So I had tons of paper called Dottie, which was an oat campaign for Close to My Heart, and I figured why not use some of that instead of buying paper to go with the Valentine's Day theme. Figured that would work just as well, so I'm using up some of the paper that I have. One of the stamp sets I'm going to be using is the Holiday Tags collection. Great thing about this is it has tons of different tags and it has tons of different sayings on it. Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Birthday, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Father's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Happy St. Patrick's Day, Happy Halloween, and Happy Birthday. And then there's all these different tags that can be cut from the Cricut Artiste cartridge, and it gives you the page in the size, which is great. So you can do a whole bunch of cutting all at once if you set your quantity. So let's get started. I will at the end have all the dimensions of the cuts available to you, so if you miss it while I'm talking, you can go back and take a look. So the first thing you want to do is get your cardstock and cut it at 6.5 by 2 1/4. And then if you have a Score Pal or a Martha Stewart scoreboard, you want to go ahead and get that out because we're going to do a quick score. And if you have one of these, you can see it has a handy dandy spot for you to put your bone folder. So you want to go ahead and score at 2.5 and 4 inches. Oops. And I already have my cut from the holiday tags cut out using the Artiste page 33, and the cut was 1 3/4, and that's accent number 4. Going to go ahead and take that, and I'm using Hollyhock ink to match with this pattern paper. If you wanted to do a cardstock, you can do a plain cardstock and then use pattern paper to put on top. But I just went ahead and I'm using the pattern paper because I like it so much and figured the kids are just going to toss it anyway, so why not just use the pattern paper instead of the double matting. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink up my Happy Valentine's Day sentiment. And since I'm using non-traditional colors, I wanted to put a heart somewhere in red. So I found me a small heart from the Who's Valentine stamp set. And I'm going to go ahead and take that and stamp it right in the corner next to Day. And then it looks like this. How cute is that? I'm going to go ahead and put a 3D foam stamp on the back to get that ready. And then we have our pattern paper. You want to go ahead and bend it where you put the 2.5 and 4 inch score marks. So it's going to look like this. If you have some score tape, go ahead and line one edge of the wrapper. And then I have these Charms Valentine's Day blow pops. Well, not blow pop, suckers. And take off your score tape backing. And then what I did was, because there is so much wrapper, it sort of bends into the fold. So I sort of took it and I folded it in so it's shorter. And then you want to go ahead and make sure you don't hit the crease. And it's easier if you hold it in your hand opposed to laying it down flat. And then you just want to corner to corner line that up. Line up your edges. And you can move the stick once you get it down there to position it in the center. Alright, so now you see it's coming together looking like this one here. So I have my sentiment that I stamped on the tag. I'm going to go ahead, place that down and stick it right on top of there. And then I took a little piece of ribbon that I had, which is old retired close to my heart chiffon ribbon. And I went ahead and tied a little bow. Nothing special, just a quick knot. And it's a little bit longer than I want it to be, so I'm going to cut the edges. And voila! And there you have it. So I'm going to be making 30 of these for my daughter's class, and hopefully you can get creative and make some too. Go ahead, take a look at the description at the end so you can see all the dimensions and sizes that I used to cut it, and you can make your own. Thank you.